prairie. It's a place where I love to be. Look in a book, here's a story for you. Who makes stories when the day is through? Who makes stories when the day is through? Story makers, working through the night till the rising sun. Story makers, stories are fabulous, stories are fun. Milton Wordsworth,
Shelley and Jackson,
working through the night till the rising sun. Story makers, stories are fabulous, stories are fun. Come and be a story maker. Story makers. Story makers.
It's midnight. Hello.
Has everybody gone?
The sun is down, the stars are bright. Story makers come out at night. Milton Wordsworth, story maker and magical maestro, at your service.
I'm painting.
I'm making.
What a mess. What are you two doing?
I'm making something.
I'm painting something.
Well, I suggest you do it a little more tidily. I'm always cleaning up after you two, but not tonight. Dusters, 1 and 2. 1 for me and 2 more for you. Now, I'd like everything perfectly and pleasantly clean by the time I return. Farewell.
But I've only just started my lake.
It's okay. I'll do it. I've got to wait for mine to dry anyway. Dusting here, dusting there. Dust, and... drop in there. Oh dear, it's gone in the machine. Now I'll have to wait for a story. I bet it's a nice, clean one. You could help make the story. Do you know what to do? Imagine a story. Oh, fantastic! A playbook. And it's called Messy Ben. Ooh, that doesn't sound clean or tidy at all.
Messy Ben liked his food. He'd eat masses when in the mood. As baby Timmy could see, unfortunately, not all his food found his mouth. In fact, he was covered north to south, with peas on his knees, beans on his jeans, pie on his thigh, pear in his hair, and bread on his head. Messy Ben. Out in the garden, Ben played away. If he had his way, he'd play there all day. Unfortunately, when Ben went indoors, Mum had to cover all the floors. He'd have dirt on his shirt, sand on his hand, soot on his foot, and a mud pat on his hat. Oh, Messy Ben. In the kitchen baking a delicious cake, Ben and Mum would do the cooking. Unfortunately, when Mum wasn't looking, Ben would find something else to make. A buttered door, a chocolate floor, a jammy chair, a sugary stare, a flowery bed, an eggy Ted. Messy Ben. Mum was tired of all Ben's mess. He'd even got food upon her dress. Ben, she said, please stay clean. To make things dirty is really mean. Who's the one who has to tidy from first light Monday to last light Friday? You are, said Ben, but I'll tell you what. I'll clean and scrub every spot. There'll be no more dirt, no more mess. I'll start by cleaning your lovely dress. Ben got to work in a rush. He found a dustpan and a brush. Ben was skillful, Ben was able. He cleaned the floor and wiped the table. He used the hoover. He used the broom. He tidied up in every room until, to Mum's huge surprise, she really couldn't believe her eyes. The house was spotlessly clean again. And the cleanest thing of all was Ben.
Oh, fly, my pretty one. Whee! Oh, needs a few adjustments.
I thought you were tidying.
Oh, I was, Milton, I was. But it's very hard work tidying, so I thought I would take a little break and fly my kite.
Yes, it's a superb creation, Jackson. So good, in fact, that I think it would be perfect for making a story.
Oh, that's a great idea. I'd really get to see it fly then.
Come along, then. No time like the present.
Oh, as it's my kite, can I say the magic words?
Of course you can, dear boy.
Are you ready to help? Imagine, imagine, imagine a story.
It's a Jack, Sprat and Treacle cat story.
And it's called Windy Weather. Oh, brilliant. That's just what you need to fly a kite.
Jack, Sprat and Treacle cat lived in a bin. A bin that people drop rubbish in. While Treacle dreams, Jack Sprat schemes. What will Jack Sprat make today?
Hello there, me old mates. Ooh, windy city. Nearly blew me whiskers off. Treacle, me old pal, come up and get a blast.
Good morning. I can sniff a pleasant breeze in the air.
Pleasant breeze, Treacle. It's blowing gales out here.
A gale? This is nothing. I remember when I was on my travels, I survived a tornado.
Here we go again. They should call you Tornado Treacle.
That's enough cheek from you, Jack Sprat.
Watch out, someone's coming.
Oh dear.
Quick, dive.
All clear. Anything interesting, Jack, or just another load of old rubbish?
Let me see, what have we got here? Piece of old string? Ah, just a ticket. Get it? Just a ticket.
Oh, Jack, it's just an old train ticket. What are you on about? You're not planning another of your mad ratter schemes, are you?
As a matter of fact, me old mate, I am. Ever heard of a kite, Treacle?
Ah, that takes me back to when I was a kitten with my Uncle Tiberius. Now, he was a fine fellow of a feline. We'd go on some grand adventures together. Ah, yes, kite flying. Let's go fly a kite up to the highest height. Ah, Uncle Tiberius, kite flying. Those were the days.
Treacle, me old mate.
Oh, what?
Come and see this.
Oh, I see. That's rather splendid.
Too right. Look at this kite. Ducking and diving,
yes.
Spinning and swirling. It's the business, Treacle. That's what it is.
I see.
Hey.
Jack, are you all right up there?
All right. It's fantastic, Treacle. What a whiz. What an adventure. What a view. I can see right across London.
Jack, the wind's dying down. Just hold on tight. Oh,
I
dear.
think I'm going to make a crash landing,
Oh,
Treacle.
dearie me. Oh.
Watch out below.
Steady. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, dear.
The rat has landed.
Oh, dear. Jack, are you all right?
Never felt better, mate. Hey, Treacle, I reckon I could make a fortune selling these kites down the market.
Oh, do you really think so, Jack? Oh, dear. Ah, yes, another of your perfect inventions.
Jelly, I thought I told you to tidy up.
Yes, but I wanted to finish my painting first. Look, it's of a garden with trees and a lake and...
Oh.
It's ruined!
Terribly sorry, my little daffodil. I wanted to have a closer look. Oh dear, it's even messier here now than it was before. But as your painting's ruined, why don't we pop it into the story machine and see what comes out? And then I'll help you tidy up.
Okay. Bye-bye, picture. Sorry about the blue blob.
Now help us with some imagination. Imagine a story.
It's a blue cow story.
Blue cow and the blobs.
In a field not far away is a herd of cows grazing quietly. One of the cows is most unusual. Blue cow wonders about the big world beyond her field. One day, Blue cow was thinking how neat and tidy her field was.
I wonder if everything is as neat and tidy as my field.
She's off again, said the other cows. So Blue cow caught the bus that stops beside her field.
I'd like a return ticket to a messy place, please.
There you go, madam. Hold very tight. And they set off for a messy place. And then they arrived. When Blue cow got off the bus, she could hardly believe her eyes. There in front of her was the dirtiest, grubbiest, muckiest, messiest place she'd ever seen. There were icky bits here, manky bits there, oozers and sploozers everywhere. Blue cow hardly knew where to put her feet.
Ouch, get off,
said a voice. Blue cow was so surprised she jumped high into the mucky sky. She looked down and saw a blob.
What way you going?
Said the blob.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry, said Blue cow. What, may I ask, are you doing? Cloud bathing, of course, with my mates Splodge and Plop.
Morning,
said a funny-shaped something.
I do.
Said a funny-shaped something else.
What's cloud bathing?
Asked Blue cow.
It's like sunbathing.
But we don't like the sun,
added Plop.
So when the sun goes behind the clouds, we slide out from our blobby cave.
And cloud bathe.
Blue cow decided that cloud bathing might be great fun, so she lay down very carefully next to Blob, Splodge and Plop. Blue cow might have lain there all day, but all of a sudden the grey clouds began to move, and the sky brightened, and then the sun burst into view.
Ah, horrible,
said Blob, Splodge and Plop, and they slid and squelched and squidged into their dark cave. The messy place didn't seem so messy after all. In fact, it seemed quite clean.
Are you coming in?
Asked Blob from the cave.
I think I'll stay outside,
replied Blue cow.
What a strange animal,
Splodge said.
Very strange,
agreed Plop.
You'll never guess where I've been.
Where have you been?
I've been to meet some blobs.
Everyone knows cows can't meet blobs. But we know they can, don't we?
Oh, now it's time we cleared up, isn't it?
Oh, yes. Can I borrow your duster, Milton? I put mine in the machine to make a story.
No need to, my spiky maned friend. Look around you.
You cleared up without us noticing.
I had to, dear heart. Look outside. Oh. The dawn is upon us. The morning is nigh. We've made our stories, and we bid you goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Story makers, stories are fabulous.
Thanks for helping.
Bye, story makers.
See you again soon.